Good evening. Welcome to We Got Leagues Fight Club, episode 4, rule number 2, respect the neutral. I'm your boy Ninja Duce. We got Corey Bliss and Thelonious Monk on here with us. We're here to
Yeah.
talk to you guys about everything fighting game community related. Uh, there's a lot of stuff going on. We finally got Street Fighter launched out for us since our last show. I'm loving it so far. It's looking good. The launch was a little shaky. Don't know how I feel about that, but we'll talk about that tonight. You guys go ahead and say hi.
What's going on? What's going on?
What up, people? What up, people? We back, episode 4.
hmm
Yes,
Ouchies.
sir. So, how y'all feeling today? Y'all good?
Well, I'm good. We had just had a small little tournament match, and I won or whatever, so I'm feeling great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I saw that on Twitch. And the download was complete. You baited him out the
Yeah,
first round.
yeah,
You kind of let
it's
him win the first round. I said, "Oh no, he's going for it. He think he's doing well.
yeah.
That's not okay."
I watched the replay. He was a little. I could see the mental. I could hear the mental breakdown in his voice once he started playing. Yeah,
He didn't
thought
understand. He didn't
he
understand why
didn't
it
get
wasn't
it.
working
Yeah,
anymore.
he didn't get it. It's okay, man. He in the
He
chat
figured it
now.
out later, but it was
Yeah, it
too
was too
late.
late. He in the
Yeah, it
chat
was
now,
too
so
late.
we gonna trade him up. We gonna trade him up.
Yeah, yeah, we got him part of the Fight Club, most definitely. So yeah, so talking about the tournament. I was with some of our homies at Arcade Games. We're WeGotLeagues.com, but it's also arcade games out there as well. They're having them a Street Fighter 5 tournament that starts today. A couple of us are entered in that and trying to win. I got my butt whooped by a kid that follows the flowchart, as
Flow
we like to
chart, Shoryuken, Shoryuken,
I don't know why I did that.
Tatsu.
Shoryuken.
I couldn't believe it. He just dragon punched me all around, and I just like he's not gonna keep doing it. He did it again. He did it again.
Yeah, if
And
when
I'm like, all
people
right, I
show
got him.
themselves to you, you have to believe them. He
I
showed
didn't
himself to be
believe
a
it.
crazy man,
I was like,
and
he
he
keeps
didn't
doing it. I
believe he
didn't
was
believe it.
crazy.
I kept thinking about that that video that on Maximilian had posted, and it just showed that Kenner all he did was do DP that's all
Mm,
literally all he did every round. I'm
mm,
like, nah, he's not gonna keep
mm.
doing that. He's not gonna do it.
Ah,
Not in a tournament. Not in a tournament. He's not gonna do that.
surely.
You
And
thought that.
Crazy
I got
people.
beat bad.
Crazy people exist.
And when I did figure it out, I couldn't confirm on my Punisher. It was just bad.
hmm
So I'm still a little bit salty. I got over it. I won a couple of ranked matches after that to kind of make myself feel better before the show because I wouldn't have been able to smile on here with y'all. I'd have just had to put up the picture. I wouldn't have been able to do
You did the whole lot.
it. So shit happens. I'm in losers bracket. We'll see what happens. Talking about tournaments. We got leagues. We have our tournament coming up on Sunday. So everybody just be ready. Sunday, as of right now, we're looking at a 1 o'clock start. I believe we have about 12 people signed up for the tournament. We're trying to see if we can get to at least 16 over the next day and a half, 2 days, so we can get our bracket put up. And so hit me up on Twitter at Ninja Deuce on Twitter, or you can hit me up on GroupMe if you have GroupMe. It's also Ninja Space Deuce. Usually it's all one word, Ninja Deuce, but on GroupMe they made me put first and last name, and it's Ninja Deuce, so don't worry about it. But other than that, Street Fighter Five. That's what everybody's talking
Street
about right
Fighter
now. That's the
5.
biggest thing. Let's go ahead and get that out the way because that's our biggest thing, and it's the most centrally focused on our topic of the day, which is the Rule 2 of Fight Club. Rule 2 of Fight Club is respect the neutral. I didn't do that today. Phil, I'm going to let you go ahead and start off about neutral game because you're the man as far as neutral.
About
And you've
neutral?
done a good job of teaching Corey that as well because I've
Yes.
noticed over the last week or two, Corey's done a lot better in his neutral game. He's been doing a lot better with his back dashes and his forward dashes, which I'm sure Till can explain with you guys a little bit better than me because I'm not the professor of the club. That'll be Mr. Till over there, our wandering warrior.
Right, right, right. Okay. So, For those who are new to fighting games, just it's a lot of this, like I said, previous shows, a lot of the terms you probably have been doing, but you don't know the names of the terms. Now, neutral is the most basic of the terms in fighting games. Now, when you select your character and the match is about to begin, round one fight, you'll see the two characters at a specific distance, and they're not attacking yet. Neutral is pretty much that that portion of the fight. And if you think about it in boxing terms, it's when the fighters are dancing in and out and feinting and maybe throwing out little punches here and there or throwing a punch and then backing out. It's basically when you're not trying to land combos or you're not pressuring with multiple moves. The neutral game is how you get to training your opponent into landing big damage or maybe whiffing something. So if you're watching them and they throw out a punch and your low kick beats it, that's a part of it too. That's a part of it. So neutral is very important because it helps you get in and out of spaces faster. You understand where you can attack and they can't attack you. That's the ultimate goal always. Is how can you hit them without them hitting you? And you don't need and nobody's going to just let you just run up on them and do your biggest damaging combo or run up on them and do super or what have you. Like, people are going to defend themselves, so you have to be aware of that and then understand your range, your character's range, and your opponent's character range, plus how they like to play that character, and then you'll be able to succeed in neutral game. Now, I taught Corey this because basically we have Ryu mirror matches. Because I always tell people, if you want to learn a Street Fighter game, you start with Ryu. I'm not the first person to say that, but among this chat, I'm the first person to say that. And so we have Ryu mirror matches, and the reason why we have Ryu mirror matches is because we both have the same tools and the same abilities with the same character, obviously. So it's not a matter of if your character's move can be Ryu's move. It's how you play the character and how you understand the spacing with the same moves, and that's how you win. So what I taught Corey is how to pressure. Pressure is basically using attacks while your opponent is blocking to get them to open up their defenses. And I taught Corey how to pressure and then wait and maybe hesitate a half a second or a little bit of for a moment, and then you hit him again, and that's what's called a frame trap. Now, the data side of it, don't worry about the data side of it. Basically, a frame trap is you hit them when they're trying to hit you, and you get a counter hit, and then you get your big combo. So the neutral game, it's all about getting to your big damage. Like, you're not going to be able to get. Sometimes you can get big damage because they whiff an uppercut or something like that. But a lot of times you gotta open them up with small hits here and there. That's how your damage will rack up. You're not gonna rack up big damage on your biggest combo every single time on every single opponent. It's just not gonna work that way. So you land one sweep here, or you land a couple jabs here, then you get out of range, and then you get back in the range. It's just like boxing. It's not a Rocky movie where everybody just slugging and throwing haymakers for 15 rounds. That's not boxing. That's ridiculous. You're throwing jabs. You're feinting in and out, you're dodging to get into where you need to get your big time hits. But once you get your big time hits, then you're back out to the neutral position again, where you're jabbing and you're dancing around on your toes. So that if you look at it like boxing, it's that time. Neutral is that time where you're dancing around before you get in and throw your combination. That's neutral. So if you make them whiff, you come back.
Striking range is what you're saying.
Right, you're outside of striking range, but you're looking to get into your striking range without them hitting you. That's why when you see it in fighting games, at high level fighting games, there's a lot of walking back and forth with no buttons being pressed, because they're trying to bait into getting into those ranges, and then you hit your attack, because you don't want to throw your attack out and it whiff, then you getting hit with big damage. So that's pretty much what neutral is.
How you feel that learning a little bit more about the neutral game and a little bit of this frame trapping weird word that he just brought up, how do you think that's helped you over this past, say, week? I think I personally can say that I think that you've leveled up quite a bit just in the last week. But how do you feel like it's helped your game?
Well, the neutral
Um,
game, the neutral. You want to go? You want to go? Go ahead, Corey. No, I want Corey to answer this one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
um.
I asked them the question because I know they was getting you know
My bad, my bad.
you know.
I was eager. I was eager. My bad. I was eager.
Hey, look,
I was eager.
you forgot we talking technical terms. Just get to the heart of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We talking about neutral.
Yeah,
We talking about pussies.
I got super excited.
Still over there
I
like,
got super
oh.
excited. I got
But
super
yeah,
excited, man.
but yeah. Prior to this, I probably say I didn't. Like I said before I met you guys, I didn't know nothing about all the terms and stuff like that. So most of everything I know, I've learned from Till as far as the technical side, and I've learned about how I want to play by playing different people. I wasn't the most patient of fighter, and out of everybody I ever played, Till and a fellow guy in the chat by the name of Jamel Mailman, those are the two most patient guys I've ever played in my life. Like they would let the clock ticker down to 20 seconds before they jump on you, and I had to learn how to play with that and play against that. So that's when I had to learn how to pressure without pressuring. I had to learn how to be where I want to be uh, without putting myself in danger of getting the big combo. So it took a lot of hot O's to the face, a lot of DPs, a lot of Tatsus, a lot of Metsus. Till hit me with a whole bunch of those. Lot of long training sessions, but I finally got the hang of it, and I started applying it because I was kind of. It was one of those things I had the tools but didn't know how to use them. I was kind of say scared to use them. So then I was like, you know what? As Ultra started coming to the end, I hopped online a lot, and I ran. Didn't care if I lost because I wanted to work on what I knew was going to be important for me to become an overall better player. And I'm starting to see some good overall success now at the start of Street Fighter Five, and I'm doing things that I wasn't able to do before. One hit links in the supers and everything, which I put an example of that on my Twitter earlier for those of you that follow me and want to check it out. So the neutral is the most important part because like I win matches now without even pulling off one combo because I've earned the space.
Exactly.
I may
Exactly.
get one combo in the match, but that's the one combo to win the match. Opponent trying to jump in, anti-air. They try to dash forward. I throw the perfect fireball. I'm in the right space for them to throw a low heavy, and I could punish that with a sweep of my own. You don't always got to get the biggest damage, but as long as you're in control of the match, you're gonna get the win for the most part. So that's mainly been my thing, and especially for someone like me who tends to drop combos. So I know if I'm having a rough day finishing, I'm just going to keep it simple and do what I got to do to keep the lead until I can pull something
Hold on,
that I know I can.
Corey, hold on. Real quick, I just want to tell Woods to shut the hell up. But go ahead.
Shut up, Woods.
Uh,
Fuck up, Woods. I'm talking to you, man. Shut up.
Goddamn bald bastard.
Shade Baldy. But yeah. I already talked about me messing up against Flowchart Ken Woods. Leave me alone. Anyway, like I was saying. But anyway, okay, so that's the neutral. It's really good to be learning. I need to learn that. That's my biggest weakness. I think that's where my next spot where I'll level up to get my game a little bit better because I don't know spacing. I'm terrible at spacing. I don't know what the space is. That's why I just realized this past week that's why I was never good at blocking or executing crossover moves. And what a crossover is when you jump over the other player's head and hit them on the other side. It looks like a jump in, but you hit them on the opposite side. So if they're holding back the block and you kick them on the other side, they're not blocking, so it hits anyway. Um, I still am working on that. I'm starting to get it. I'm getting to the point where I can kind of block it, but I can't do the throw mix up. So people can cross me up, I block it, and immediately throw, and I still get hit right now. But yeah, because I don't know the spacing. I'm starting to get it, but yeah, pencil me in on your schedule, Sensei Till, because I need to figure out the spacing on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because until I figure that out, I'm going to get killed because I run a lot of Rashid right now. And that's kind of who I've been playing since launch. During the betas, I was running a lot of Ryu, just trying to get a feel for the game and understand how the game works, because that was the advice given to me by Sensei Till over there.
As a as a
And so
quick
I feel like I got a good handle on how stuff links together and stuff. So and I saw the trailer for Rashid and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try him out, see how it feels. And I kind of like people with mobility, and it works out pretty good for me. Who are you guys maining right now?
uh,
Go ahead, Corey.
right right now before I say because he is my tag team partner. We put people through tables. Woods has taught me patience through plenty of wake up supers on third strike. So there is, you got your positive
Mhm.
shout out. It still
Woods
shut the
will
fuck
wake
up
up
at the end
super.
of the day. Yeah, it still shut the fuck up was at
Woods
the end of
will
the day.
do it.
But you got your
Woods
positive
will do
moment.
it.
Uh,
He will do it.
but back to the game. Right now, I'm playing Nash. I know he's the best character in the game so far. A lot of people are saying, but I've been saying I was gonna play him since E3. When we saw the initial launch trailer, I called. I said, "Up,
Mhm.
that's my character. I'm sticking with him." And I ran him every beta, every time we got to play it. So I'm playing
No
him
excuses. He's
mainly.
top tier. You just picked the best player in the game. That's it. That's the only
Right,
reason you
right,
got him.
right, right.
Hey,
He
but
got a weapon. He got a tool for every moment in the game. That's the only reason you got him. He's the best
second,
player. Top tier Corey.
I really thought I was going to play Cammy, but it's crazy that I picked up Ken as my secondary, and I'm starting to learn how to play Vega a little bit because I think he's awesome in his game. So I'm definitely going to pick Cammy up as my fourth and probably run Chun as my fifth. I want to learn the whole cast so I can really be Mr. Random on five like I was on four, so I can at least play everybody on somewhat of an intelligent level. But those are my top five right now: Nash, Ken, Vega, Cammy, and Chun.
You sounded like JB a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
JB with
hey
all the
Corey, who do you
characters.
main? I main
I made
everybody, and I main
I
half
made
Yeah,
fast.
look
um,
for 22 years. I made the biggest mistake of my life by only playing one character in every game. I'm not making that mistake
yeah.
no more for as long as I'm here. I'm playing everybody. I'm learning everybody because I have much more fun when I can play the entire cast. I get tired of running
Mhm.
Nash all day, so that's why when I play you guys, like Deuce, you haven't even played my Nash. I played you with Nash. I played you with
Don't do that.
Ken.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's why I'm sick of playing Ken. Mess around with you. I play you too much, and you rank Ken so much, and then I play somebody else who just sit there and DP all day. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Flow chart, man. Follow the flow chart.
Well, because if he going, who between y'all two on this chat, we got Till and we have Corey. These are the two most throwingest people I've ever known. They will throw you every single time. And for y'all who don't know, for y'all who just don't understand fighting games or at least Street Fighter how it works, if somebody goes to throw you, you can tech the throw or you can poke out the throw. So throw a quick jab or a quick maybe low kick or something real fast. So if my sometimes teching is kind of hard because you kind of got to get the perfect timing of it, or you might throw too early and whiff it, or they might jab you. So teching is kind of scary to do. But if you jab and they decided to jab, maybe it'll just trade. So personally, I like to jab a lot because I'm scared of the throw. So mess around with Till because I play him a lot and I play Corey a lot. They throw me all the time. So I'm ready to jab, 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 jab. Then I play people online and they don't go for the throw. They don't throw at
Uppercuts.
all. They go and
Uppercuts.
immediately go to throw uppercuts. And for Ryu and Ken, that equals the Shoryuken, which punch me smooth in the face, and it's not fun. It's not fun at all. I just got to think about it.
Salty.
Real
Salty.
salty. All right, but yeah.
Yeah.
So far it's looking good. Oh no, we haven't talked about Till. So you've been playing Street Fighter for quite a bit. You're a big third strike player.
Hmm.
What keeps
Hmm.
you playing Ryu? What keeps you loyal to Ryu and not really playing a whole lot of people? You play Ryu and Ken mostly.
Right. Um, Honestly, man, I was always gravitated to the main protagonist of fight games. Like it just so happens that I play Ryu and Killer Instinct, I play Jago. Like I just kind of gravitate to those characters. My style is such that I'm not too aggressive, but I want to be able to give to get enough damage to where you think twice about making mistakes. I want to force you into mistakes and then get big damage off of that. And Ryu is kind of like the perfect character. He doesn't require much execution as far as buttons and inputs. It's all about your ability to be solid, to read and to react and to respond to what your opponent is doing at all times. And then you formulate a plan as you're going through that with just basic moves with a fireball, an uppercut, and a hurricane kick, and basic mobility, basic normal attacks. Like it's not much range to it. There's no gimmick. There's no claw. There's no air dash or no roll, or you know what I'm saying. There's nothing. There's no gimmicks to Ryu. There's no gimmicks to Ryu. Or well, Ken's a little flashier, and Ken's I like playing Ken if I want to do like big combos, especially in Third Strike, because I do like doing combos. So I play Ken for that because Ken has a lot of combo options in Third Strike. But as far as any other Street Fighter, I main Ryu because Ryu is so it's just you
He's
and your
balanced.
fireball. Yeah, it's you and your fireball, and you figure out from there. So I don't really need a lot of things with my character. I want to be able to beat my opponent with my mind, and Ryu helps me do that. It's no
Yeah.
gimmicks to it. Like I don't have to run around and jump around everywhere. I'm just the character, and I got these like three things, and we gonna beat you with these three things. Now, of course, there's some characters that I just lose to. That's just kind of how Ryu works. But at the end of the day, I still want to be able to beat my opponent with my mind and figure out what my opponent is doing, rather than worry about my character needs to be able to use this thing like a dive kick or something like that to where
Right.
that's how I have to play it. I don't want to be like that. I want to be like, okay, I need to play them with my mind, and then we can go from there. I can be aggressive, or I can be laid back and zone out. So
Talking about
that's why I
that,
play Ryu the most.
talking about that, I feel like this Street Fighter Five is it encompasses that gameplay what you were just talking about, just basically a mental chess game. I feel like it
Hmm.
encompasses that more than pretty much any Street Fighter that I've personally played.
Hmm.
Because it seems like it's always some sort of tech that you need, or some sort of trick, or something you need to figure out to be able to. Everybody knows at high level, so you got to know it. Otherwise, you're not going to break in. You're just going to get washed. You're just going to get beat.
Right. Right.
Whereas like with the FADCs and one frame links that they had in
Right.
Street Fighter 4, and then even with with the parry being universal on Third Strike, even then it was a little iffy because different characters have different speed of their moves, which is called frame rate.
Right.
But so a parry advantage could mean a lot more for a real fast character than it would for a slower character. Right?
Right.
Zangief could parry, but what is he really going to parry into? You know what I mean? Because you can jump out of his command grab, jump out of his command grab. Whereas now
Right.
everybody, I really do like the V trigger, the V system that they put in, the V triggers, the V skills, and the V reversals. I really liking
Hmm.
that so far. I mean, it's really, I think they did a good job with coming up with something new and fresh that's actually useful, if that makes any
Right.
sense.
Right. Yeah, like in previous Street Fighter, like in Third Strike, well, high level, everybody played Chun or Yun, which is why I despise Chun Li to this day. Um, but in terms of like, I don't want to be super technical about, it, but basically, you had to learn how to enhance the space of your throw. It's called Kara throwing, but that Kara is Japanese for empty. But you basically increase your throw range, and almost every character had a way of doing that. So you had to learn that at high level if you wanted to be successful. If not, you were gonna get blown up. In Street Fighter 4, you had to learn your focus attack combos, and you had to learn how to crouch tech, which is basically you ducking and press and throw at the same time, so you don't get thrown a lot. If you don't know that, you're going to be thrown a lot, and you can't do anything about it. But in this game, all that is out the game. So those things do not exist in the game. So you literally have to know, for example, when someone is trying to throw you to break the throw,
Yep.
or you have to, yeah, like you have to play with your mind basically. Even if your character has a different V trigger, a V skill than Ryu or whatever, you still have to use your mind to figure out how to use that in this match because it's not a guaranteed thing. It's not overpowered to the point where one is like so much better than the others. Like I feel like Dawson's is the best because of the flame carpet, and if you set it up correctly, you can put them in a trap to where they can't get out, and they're taking gray damage. Where if you hit them, that damage will come off their life bar. I feel like that's
Yeah.
the best one, but that isn't so overpowered to where you can't do, you know what I'm saying, you can't do nothing about it regardless of where it is on the screen. So the Dawson player has to figure out where to put it on the screen. That's why I like this game
Yeah.
because
I saw. It
everything that
looks
you
like it's
have.
best used like in the corner. It looks like.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like so with this game, you have to use everything your character has. It has a purpose, when to use it and when not to use it. And you got to figure that out. There's no cheap way of getting it, of making it work.
Bet. Well, I'm a little salty with how Street Fighter launched. We don't got to go over this all over the internet. So everybody knows how it launched. It launched it kind of funky with a little incomplete, but it is what it is. It's getting better. The servers are running now. Matches are running
Hmm.
smooth. Within the next week or two, we should be getting that update with Alex and bigger lobby sizes, and the store should open up so you can just go ahead and buy the costumes that you don't feel like going through that ridiculous hard and hell mode of survival for. Because that's just ridiculous. They might do something to punish the rage quitters in upper level rank, because people are just kind of getting in ranked, and
Hmm.
when they get above silver, when they pretty much in the silver level or above, they're when they right before they about to lose a match, they'll just rage quit so the points don't go through, so they can stay where they
Hmm.
are, so they don't lose points. But when they win, they keep their points. It's kind of scummy, but it is what it is. That's what people do. It's the internet,
Right.
so it is what it is. Other than that, I think Street Fighter's doing okay. I'm excited to see where it goes over the next couple months. But what else we got going on as far as fighting games is what we got: Mortal Kombat X, we got Killer
Hmm.
Instinct. They're both doing really big things in this next month. I think Killer Instinct's coming out with season three. And with
Hmm.
season three, we got a trailer for y'all talked about that last show for Kim Woo. But then since then, they announced that the Arbiter from the Halo series, which I'm sure my buddy Woods over there would sit there and say veto because he doesn't particularly care for Halo that much. But the Arbiter, one of the anti-heroes on Halo, so Microsoft, with their exclusivity, decided to go ahead and put that guest character in the game. He's going to be a new character. His trailer actually looked pretty good. I actually like it.
Yeah,
And
it did.
they also teased Tusk, which is one of the legacy. I guess you can call him a legacy Killer Instinct player from old school
Hmm.
Killer Instinct. So it looks really good. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for all the changes they're going to make for season three. I wasn't able to hang out with you guys last year. I know y'all kind of went over all the changes for season three, but it looks really interesting. I'm waiting for them to update that so that I can pick up Killer Instinct again and kind of get back over there. I need to see if my Sadira gets a little bit better. But
Hmm.
what else we got? With Mortal Kombat X, right? So they're finally
Hmm.
changing their net code, right? So that should be better. I'm also waiting for that. Those are the two games I'm gonna be playing at Evo, Mortal Kombat X and Street Fighter Five. I'm probably gonna lose. I just want to get out of pools and see what happens. See if I can get out of pools.
Right.
That's my goal. Low expectations. Maybe win one match. Low expectation.
Yeah.
If we're going to Vegas to have fun, if I can win, then great. If not, I'll go to the casino. It's all good. That's what blackjack's for.
Right. Right.
Blackjack and booze
Yeah.
to drown the salt. But, but
For
how
sure.
y'all feel about these trailers that came out for the Arbiter and for Mortal Kombat X? We got Leatherface and
Hmm.
the Alien just got released today. They showed
Alien
the trailer for
today.
that.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel
Go
about
ahead,
those
Cole.
trailers for those new characters coming out for those two games?
Yeah. Go ahead, Cole.
Corey, did you mute yourself,
I
Corey?
think I think you did.
You talking to us, but we don't hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
There you go.
Yeah, we good.
Alright. It was just bum headset. Yeah, I think saving Kim Woo and Tusk for last was dope because I don't know if there was any other
Yeah.
characters in the series I would have been hyped for if it was the final season of Killer Instinct. So they saved probably the two most popular characters besides Jago and Fulgore for last, which I think is pretty dope. Arbiter looks good. Didn't play the Halos with him in it, or do I remember him? So I probably did, but I mean he looked dope. He got a sword,
Right.
shotgun, assault rifle. That looks dope. I'm like, oh snap, he got some cool combos. So I'm gonna buy season three. I'm gonna hop on KI. I'm gonna lose a little bit. I ain't trying to get good at it, but I at least want to be competent. So I'm gonna have some fun with that. Uh, Combat Pack 2 is March 1st, so that's next Tuesday.
Yep.
For those you was
Hmm.
preparing for it. Outside of, I saw Alien today. I wasn't impressed. He's probably the least impressing looking character out of the three they've shown that was in Combat Pack. I'm more excited for the
Hmm.
costumes and the new stages and the better online play. So everything else that's coming with
Yeah.
Combat Pack 2. besides the characters is what I'm excited for. That was one reason I kind of stopped playing MK, because besides running with friends, they got good internet. It was hit or miss online, and you really couldn't like say, nah, I don't want to run a match. You was like, I got to take what I can get. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that, and I'll be back in there with my Ermac, seeing what I can muster up since I'm a little rusty.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back out there with Takeda, double Dutch champion of Outworld.
Hmm.
So we're gonna be out there. Yeah, I mean, Till, what you saw these trailers? How you feel about them?
Um, I was actually impressed with what they did with Leatherface. I'm not a fan of guest characters per se. I like the story because I mean I don't know. Don't ask me why. Because fighting games rarely have a story, but I like the story. And so, but I was impressed with what they did with Leatherface, man. Like I thought that I didn't. It's interesting seeing horror movie characters come to life like that in a
Yeah,
game because I mean I'm one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of my favorite scary movies, and the original one is so incredible. Like so, it was interesting to see what they did with Leatherface. I like the Arbiter trailer. It's like I said, I'm not too big of a fan on guest characters, so it'd be interesting to see how he fits in with the rest of the cast. But then again, like they made Cinder like in terms of somewhat like a Marvel character. Like Cinder doesn't really fit like a Killer Instinct character in terms of the rest of the cast.
well, that's
Um,
just more so how they
but I
designed
liked
him because Cinder is a legacy character though. So he was in the
right,
old school. They just changed his move set a bit, so it's kind of funky.
right. That's what
But
I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Yeah, he was in there. He was. I know he was in the other earlier games, but it's just the way they made him now, in terms of the way they made the rest of the cast now. It does. I feel
gotcha.
like it doesn't totally fit in with the rest of the cast. Like even his
Yeah,
like enders are different than everybody else's. His enders do like 10 hit enders, where everybody else's got are like 1 to 4 depending on how high your damage is. Um, I like the design of the character. I think fighting games as a whole visually they're just getting better visually. I just feel
oh
like
my
they're
goodness,
prettier
it's so
games
beautiful.
overall,
It's
better
so
animated
vivid.
games.
It's like a double rainbow. It's beautiful. I mean, it's
Yeah, like they're
amazing what they're
just
doing graphically. It's
yeah, man.
great.
Like
I love it.
like yeah, but I agree with Corey. Like I felt like the alien. I mean, I get what they were going for, but the alien wasn't menacing enough for me. For me,
Yeah,
Leatherface was creepy to me. Like I feel like Leatherface looked creepy. His moves were creepy. He just kind of looked like he was menacing. Like you didn't want to mess with him. But the alien, except for maybe the fatality was kind of ridiculous.
yeah. The
But
fatalities. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. Yeah, I will give
yeah,
them
the
that. They went
fatality was kind of
overbound with the
ridiculous.
fatality. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, as far as
But
the guest characters for Mortal Kombat X, I'm not a big fan either of guest characters, but we got to give NetherRealm one credit is that they do a really good job with like character development and the graphics. They just look great. And they did it's out of what they got three guest characters now because they got Jason and then they got
Jason,
Alien and Leatherface now.
Alien, and Leatherface, yeah,
And
yeah.
Jason
Well,
is terrifying. I mean, until you learn the matchup, it's scary as hell to play Jason
right,
online. It's
right.
like go away. You can't get away from him. And his moveset is terrifying. He got armor and everything else. And they did a decent job with Leatherface. I'm still not happy with the roster choice. I rather would have got Rain or even
Yeah.
Sindel or anybody from the cast because we got in year one we got
Everybody
three.
except Cabal because fuck
He's
Woods.
dead.
Yeah, yeah, Cabal's dead. Yeah, Cabal's dead, just like Woods is gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he did. Uh, yeah, he's long gone. He won't be coming back anytime soon. But no, NetherRealm did a good job with it graphically. I think all the new characters look really good on Mortal Kombat X. I just wish they would have gave us some more like legacy characters. Because I
Yeah.
mean, I think over the first year, and I know this is starting year two of the game, and we got three guest characters. I mean, as
Now
far as DLC, that's a lot to me.
to
Like
bring up
Yeah.
three guest characters.
to bring
I
up the
mean, they
point,
might as well go ahead and bring we might as well bring Freddy Krueger back since do the Freddy versus Jason thing now too. Oh yeah, we got Predator too. Forgot about Predator.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
that's four. That's four. Yeah,
four
Predator.
four guest characters in a
Yeah.
year. That's a lot, and they only gave us 8. You know what I mean? They gave us 8 guests. They gave us 8 new DLC in a year, and half of them was guest characters.
But like I said,
Yeah,
they're trying to make this a long-term game, so they're taking the killer instant route. If they gave us everybody we wanted up front, who are we gonna look forward to? Because let's be
yeah,
honest,
They got a
outside of
long roster though. They got a big roster to choose
they
from.
do, but
Killer Instinct doesn't.
who else would we be looking forward to? Like outside of who's in the game now, who would you be hyped to see besides Rain and Sindel?
I wouldn't be hyped to see Sindel. I just know there's Sindel fans out there. I'm saying it's plenty of characters. Yeah, I mean, there's
Right.
plenty of
yeah.
characters out there in the Mortal Kombat universe. I mean,
Yeah.
they got something like 80 something characters they can choose from, and
Who
then
they
they
gonna bring
gave
back?
us.
Ty, Frost,
I like
Sneak.
Frost. I would be
Cobra,
hyped
Bring back
Cobra,
Sneak.
personally. I would personally be
Cobra,
hyped for Frost. So
Su
you can get out
Hao,
my face, sir. I like
Onaga.
Frost.
Bring back Onaga.
Frost is the homegirl. She
Bring
gets
back
crazy,
Darius, the black
and she
dude.
was in the story. She was in the story, and they have her character model in the game already with moveset, and she not didn't get added to the game. You know, but I wouldn't expect Frost because we already got Sub-Zero, and they're trying to. Everybody in all the fighting games are trying to get rid of the whole
We
clone
got
thing.
Cyber Sub-Zero, so I guess.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for that
Yeah,
though.
Cyber
I am
Sub-Zero.
hyped for the cyborg. That's the one DLC for Mortal Kombat X that I'm like legitimately. I can't wait to get a hold of. I'm going to play the
Yeah.
cyborg, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Even if I get my ass kicked, I don't care. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be dope. Can't wait for that. But either way, but yeah, I mean, it's looking good. Alex, they making a lot of changes with Alex for Street Fighter 5. They said they're making it sound like they're going to make some changes. I think a lot of Alex fans might be a little bit disappointed. Hopefully, they do some good changes where they'll come back around and still like him. I think
Mhm.
the only charge character they're not going to touch is Guile.
Oh yeah, you can't touch Gal. Gal gotta be back forwards to Sonic Boom and down up to Flash Kick for the rest of Street Fighter history. Like he can't be a motion character. Like that would just mess. I feel like that would mess up the karma of Street Fighter. Like they'd already messed it up a little bit with Vega not being a charge character, but
But he
I
works
feel like,
in charge.
but it worked. You know what I'm saying? But it works for him. But I feel like Gal got 2 special moves, so like. Unless you add a move, you're not gonna add a move to Gal. Gal had 2 moves for 25
Well,
years.
they're
Like,
going to add a move. They're definitely going to add a move because he got to have a V skill and a V reversal. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
he's
true.
going
That's true.
he's going to get at least, if nothing else, he's going to get two new moves.
I don't
If
think
nothing
Yeah,
else,
I don't
if
think the
nothing else, he's
his
going to
V
get a V
trigger should
skill.
definitely his V trigger animation should definitely be him combing his hair though, or putting on the shades.
Boy,
One of the two.
both.
It's got to be one of the two. Or
Why not
it's
both?
got to be one of those two. Because that's too long of
Yeah,
that
animation.
would
That's
be
2 different
dope.
things.
I mean, it could be a quick.
Yeah, that's too long. Unless he gets armor like Armika. Unless he gets armor like Armika, that's the
Yeah,
only way.
yeah.
I don't think it would be that bad. I mean, the only character I feel like that suffered is Zangief. You know, my heart goes out to Snake Eyes. I know
Yeah.
he's eating right now. You know, him losing that
Snake Eyes ridiculous though.
he's still so
Oh
good.
my god,
Yes, he is.
he's so good.
Snake Eyes is too good.
He's too
Yeah,
good
He's
at the
just too
game,
good.
man.
it's hard because I'm just like Geef is the only character I feel like that suffer, but Mika, Ryu, Ken, Bison. I think Bison is the most scariest character once his V trigger is activated. I mean,
Hmm.
his pressure is already ridiculous if he gets you in the corner. He get that going and he could teleport. You don't know what side he gonna show up on. You done.
Hmm.
Can't play
Yeah.
Yeah,
defense. That word is almost banned in the chat. He done. You done. So
yeah,
who else was good though?
yeah.
I mean, even though I don't like the fact that Nash's V skill is just a one teleport, it is so clutch in the most clutches of moments. So
If you
Right.
use it right, yeah, you gotta just be smart with it.
everything has a use, and I feel like I mean Geese kind of does, but it's like if you ain't Snake Eyes, you shouldn't.
Yeah, if you're a Snake Eyes, I do not fear your Zangief, man. I just
Yeah,
really don't.
yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna throw you.
I'm terrible at the game, and even now when I see Zangief, it's only one person Zangief that I played that I kind of get a little nervous with, and that's JB, my boy in the Fight Club, which we'll have him on the show at a later date. He's
mhm.
really good at Killer Instinct. He plays the Aghanos, Mailman
He's really, really
1716. Shout
good,
out.
even though he doesn't think he's really, really good.
I know he swear he's not good, and he keeps saying he don't
But
want to
he's
play
really, really
KI
good.
anymore. And we keep saying he got to play KI because he's really good. And he came in what? He came in almost top 8 at
Yeah.
which
At
tournament was
was
that
that
he
final
went to?
round? No, was it was
At
it
final.
was it final round?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Final Rock. That was
TFC.
early. What was it?
TFC.
Oh
TFC.
yeah, it was TFC.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
went to
yeah. Fight
TFC,
Club.
and
But Final Rock.
he was just outside the top 8. Yeah, he just outside the top. I think he ranked what, top 10.
He was
At,
ninth.
at,
He was ninth. Yeah.
he was ninth. Yeah, so he was
He
ninth.
dropped the ultra to get into top 8. He dropped the combo to get into top 8.
Exactly, and he played. Didn't he play somebody like
I,
legendary?
The
he played
God.
Valle.
Yeah,
Yeah, he played
Alex
Alex
Valle.
Valle.
Yeah, Alex Valle. So after that loss, he leveled up since then too. But he doubts
He
himself.
not
He just
good.
got to get.
Yeah, but no, he not good.
Yeah, he think he's not good. But I'm not going to put him out there no more. That's my boy. He's still good. He's Mailman 1716 on
They don't respect it, bro.
PSN. Uh, really, and he's
He
also
does not respect the
on
talk team.
Xbox Live as well, playing Killer Instinct. Y'all got to shout him out because he is legit good. He's one of the best defensive
Yeah.
players I've ever played. Like he is really
Mhm.
good. So we'll get him on the show to
Yeah.
talk about defense. We'll get him and we'll
Yeah.
get Woods, the guy we've been
Fuck
making
Wood.
fun of. We'll get him and Woods on to talk about defense
Yeah.
because they both really good defensive players. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, I played some sets with JB last night, and even though I beat his Geef and I beat his Bison. I lost his Armika, but I feel like his Bison was his best character, and
But he
like
don't want to play fight.
but it was like those the Bison matches were the ones. The Bison matches were the ones where I was thinking the most. Like the Mika, I didn't understand Mika, so he beat me in that set. I didn't understand Mika. He hit me with a sick ass reset to like win the set. I was like, okay, well I can't do that. I can't do nothing with that. Yeah, I couldn't do nothing with that. I just had to respect that. But yeah, like you said, like Geef, I don't really fit any Geef except for fake guys. But yeah, it's just his Bison though. His Bison was tough, man. Like I had to think through every single match. I won 5-3, but I had to think through every single match. So yeah, I feel like Bison is. I honestly feel like Chun-Li is the best character in the game. That's just me, because I feel like Chun-Li has the best buttons. Chun-Li and Bison, but yeah, his
Bison
JB.
is so
We'll get JB on here
scary.
for some defense.
Like
Yeah,
Bison is terrifying. Like every time I see Bison
yeah,
pop up on my another fight is coming your way. Every time I see Bison, I just like, I'm just gonna sit the controller
yeah,
down. I still haven't figured
yeah.
that matchup out. I don't know what to do. I gotta just play JB until my thumbs bleed because he plays that decent
Mm-hmm.
night.
Being a Nash
Decent
player,
Bison.
I think that's his toughest matchup so far. I don't fear Chun-Li's. I don't fear anything. But if I come across a good Bison, I mean, I don't fear nobody. But I know that's going to be. I have to put my all mental into that match because what Nash does well, Bison does better. So it's sort of like
Yeah.
I have to legit play better than that Bison to win that matchup. Not because that I'm a better player, they're a better player. I mean, that's just an overall better character. And sometimes the better character
Mm-hmm.
does win the match. You put two
Yep.
people equally talented. You give them one top tier character, one bottom tier character. 9 times out of 10, that top tier character gonna come out on top, and that's how I feel in the Bison matchup. I even watched Tampa Bison, who had one of the few people that's got up in the top 10 consistently since the match came out. He even struggles with he bodies Nashes. I watched Li Joe, who's one of the best Nashes out there. He struggles with Bison.
Mm-hmm.
I think his name Yukadon from Japan. He's the number one Nash in the leaderboard. He got flat out by 3 Bisons, like 1,000 points lower than him. So it's like when I saw that, I knew it just wasn't. It wasn't just a me thing. I knew it was overall.
It wasn't just you.
Right. Right.
You hate it like it's just you. Like yo, I know this guy just his character is so good. Like what can I do? And then when you see the best person, your character, you feel the same way. Like cool, I'm not alone. So I play different.
Oh, yo, now that you bring that up because you learned a lot of this from one thing that, as much as I'm really upset with Capcom and how they handled the launch, it's one thing that I don't know if everybody's been paying attention to. They may have overlooked it, but like the coolest thing I've ever seen is how everybody's replays are available to everybody at all times.
Yes.
That
Yes.
thing, that system is so good. And the fact is you can search the rankings and you can click on somebody and watch a replay from the number one person in the world. From a competitive aspect, that's going to kind of change the game, like more than we think. From us, it's like, oh, I can watch these good matches between good people. But if you
Right.
think about it, take that next mental step forward. You got a
You can be
Daigo playing
studied.
online. You got,
Mm-hmm.
all these online tournament players that now can do their
Mm-hmm.
homework on these
Mm-hmm.
other tournament players before the tournament, and they
Yep.
can't hide unless they turn their. I don't know if you can
Nope.
turn your replays off.
And
Like,
I'm
and
and
it's on
I'm
casual matches. It's on
yeah.
battle lounge matches. And battle lounge, most people
Mm-hmm.
are going to use that to just lab with their buddies. So people
Yep.
going to run battle lounge match unless it's something local and you playing offline. Oh man, it's saving the replay,
Yeah.
and it saves that
Yep.
replay, and you can sit there and just watch it, and that's going to be
You can
great.
be studied. Yep. You can be studied.
Yeah.
And to take it a step back, for the people that's not going to be tournament players, just enjoy the game. You're someone like me that like to learn multiple characters, and you don't know what you're doing. I can just go
Yep.
watch. I don't have
Watch
to.
that player.
I don't have to pull up
YouTube. You don't gotta
YouTube.
wait for YouTube. Yeah, you don't gotta wait for
I can sit
YouTube.
there and say, "Oh, today I feel like I want to learn Fang. Let me find the number one Fang player in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Top five. I'm gonna watch all of them, see what they do and everything, and I'm just gonna mimic it and add my 2 cents to it." So,
Yep.
like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I appreciate what they've done by making this a community. They don't want to give nobody the edge. They just want the better player to come out on top, which I 100% agree with that logic. Watch all my matches
Yep.
because it don't matter. Because if you're on the side of me, I'm gonna expect to win no matter who you are. So, and
Right.
then also that kind of plays with the competitive psyche. You sit there and you're like, oh, I seen this guy play before. I know what he gonna do. You play him, he do something different. You're like, nah, I watched all his matches. You know,
Right.
competitive side kicking is
Study that tape.
you don't know what to expect, but you kind of
You
get a
gotta
sense.
always be. Yep. Always be evolving. You gotta always be evolving in these games. In this game particularly, man, because it forces you to if you're trying to get better, it forces you to expand your game and to expand your mental process. Because I mean, like I was telling the people in the chat, man, like you have a plan, but you got to be able to adapt. Because most of the times when you're playing somebody online, you've never played them before. You don't know who they're gonna play until the character pops up. You don't know how they're gonna play until the round rolls along. So you got to be able to adapt. Now you may know what the character can and cannot do, but there may be somebody that has some tech that you never seen before. Like I said, when I played JB and Armika, I had never seen that reset before, and so I didn't know what to do with it, and I got hit. So it's just you again. Well, like we talked about a couple episodes ago, you're gonna lose. You're gonna get bopped by some people because you just never seen it before, and there's people who play the game differently than what you've seen so far. And so you play it, you learn your depth. You say, okay, this can happen. It may not be so where it will happen, but it can happen. Then you diagnose what's happening in these matches quickly. You got to diagnose fast, especially in these one game scenarios against online people. Like
Man.
in my tournament match, I knew that I was going. I knew I was going to win the set in my tournament match after the first game because I had downloaded everything in those 3 rounds. Like I understood what the guy was going to do. So I figured I knew I had three extra games to adapt and to change how I was going to play, especially if he's not going to change how he's going to play. Like if he doesn't give me anything new to think about, all it is taking these games and changing his thought process. Like I don't want to put him out there, but if you listen to the replays of it, like he's telling himself not to be baited, but he kept getting baited because he wouldn't do anything different. Like so, and now once I understood that, I always tell the people in chat, let him kill himself. If people want to kill themselves, let him. And so I let him kill himself, and that's how I won. Like I didn't do anything special. Like I'm not so gifted in doing these godlike combos. I was like, well, if you're gonna kill yourself, sir, I'm just gonna let you kill yourself. And
Yep.
that's just kind of how I play with all of these matches. Like
And
it
to
doesn't. You
and
don't have
to
to be
and to
defensive to be like that. You can be offensive too and have people kill themselves. Like I've
Yep.
seen Jr. Rodriguez when.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead,
Back
go
up
ahead.
again. Oh no, I was saying to his credit, he plays he plays a really good solid Nikali.
No, he was really good. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
good.
he is really good. That's why I wanted to add him to our little fight club, just to kind of make sure because I was thinking about picking up a Nikali, and I was impressed with what I saw.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with Nikali, he has a lot of risky ass moves because he does so much
Mhm.
damage. So the trade-off from
Mhm.
doing all that damage is it's got to be risky. So it's kind of risky in playing you.
Right.
you, you,
He did.
you,
He didn't
you're,
know. He
you're
didn't.
gonna
That was the
be at
first time
risk.
playing me, so it might go differently for him the next time we play. But he didn't
Yeah,
understand.
he'll probably adjust. He'll
Yeah, he
learn.
didn't
He'll learn
understand.
really quick, and he'll be a problem. I probably won't be able to beat him. I mean, that's
Right.
the point there. So it's good,
Right.
and that's what I'm looking forward to, which is why we're trying to get more people involved with kind of playing matches because there's people like me. and people like Corey, who historically we were okay at video games, or myself, or I just really wasn't that good at fighting games in the first place at all. But now I feel fairly confident. I mean, I'm getting a little bit closer to 1,000 points right now, ranked matches. I didn't even play ranked matches. I didn't even play online at all. Only thing I was confident in is playing arcade mode a couple years ago, before we started this We Got Leagues Fight Club. So I mean, just playing with you guys has gotten me at least confident enough to try, and I've gotten actually a little bit of success from it. So I'm looking forward to our tournament on Sunday. That's going to be great. I just want to kind of spit out our rules real quick, just so everybody knows what it is, for our viewers at home. So as of right now, it's on Sunday, February 28th. That's this Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, East Coast time for you guys. It's going to be standard double elimination tournaments for folks who've seen tournaments before. Typical double elimination. You lose, you go to the loser bracket. You lose again, you're out. You go to loser bracket, you win. It has its own bracket, and you can have a chance to get back into winners finals. We're going to do a first to three, not a best of three. So you got to win 3 matches. So the
You
first
gotta win
person to
three,
win
three out
three
of five.
matches wins. And then in the grand finals, it's a first to 5. So you have to win 5 matches,
Mm,
not win 3, but win 5 matches.
win
The first
five.
person to win five
Right.
matches. So it's going to be kind of crazy because you can have a 9 set match there. Somebody can win 4, the other person can win 4, and then it's that last match. It's going to be quite a
Mm-hmm.
long grand finals, and it might be somewhat stressful. So I'm really looking forward to that. As of right now, we have about 11 or 12 people already signed up for the tournament. So it's technically good enough to kind of go with that. I would like to get to 16 at least. So, like I said before, at the beginning of the show, hit me up on Twitter, at Ninja Duce, and Duce is Duce, or you can hit up at We Got Leagues on Twitter. Hit us up on Twitter, and just say, hey, I want to join your tournament. Or you can leave a comment on the video, for the show. Say, hey, I want to be in you guys' tournament on Sunday, and we will add you to the tournament. We'll contact you and get it set up for you. Everybody's welcome. There's
Yeah.
no Daigo in the tournament. There's no Snake Eyes in the
Right.
tournament. So don't feel like, oh, it's a waste of my time. It's a free entry. There's no cost to you, and it's a pretty good prize that we're going to have and we're going to give out. As of right now, I'm pretty sure we're going with giving out one of those new Mad Cats fight pads as our prize. You heard it first
Hmm.
here. So that's
Okay.
going to be our prize for the tournament. So for free, you can enter a tournament, hang out for a couple hours on a Sunday, and you can get one of the hottest new peripherals, get controllers that's on the market right now. That's what we're doing right now. They're kind of half sold out and getting back in stock right now. So if it's not in stock, I believe we'll do like a Visa gift card for the equivalent of the price if it's not in stock. But as of right now, it's going to be one of those your choice of color, one of those Mad Cats fight pads.
Yes,
So
For sure.
I mean, a $60 fight pad or $60 in your pocket, and you don't have to pay anything.
Right.
I mean, it's a
Right.
win-win. So definitely come out, party with us, and we're always looking for new members to the Fight Club. So, like I said, hit me up on Twitter at Ninja Deuce, or you can also hit up at We Got Leagues on Twitter as well. You guys got
Hmm.
anything else you want to add before we wrap this up for the evening?
Nope. I'm available for Street Fighter 5 matches. Just hit me up if you want to see this
immediately.
Yes,
video.
sir.
If you want to
Yeah,
add
we,
me my
we,
fight,
we're hyped. Hey, guess what we get next week? Hopefully next week. We get big lobbies.
Yeah,
oh
I'm
We
ready
yeah,
get
for
big
that. I'm
lobbies.
ready for these lobbies. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Ready for these
We can
lobbies.
give them an applause for the late lobbies because this
Yeah.
old romantic table for two lobby is getting on my nerves. But it's really getting on my nerves. I like having our big lobbies with 4, 5, 6 of us in there and just
Hmm.
going at it for hours. It's really dope because we learn a lot there and
Yeah.
we get to watch each other live, talk trash. Because trash talk is always necessary and taunts are very necessary. So you gotta
Right.
have that. I mean, other than that, I think we're good, man. I appreciate hanging out with you guys as usual. You, my
For
brothers.
sure. For sure.
I guess since Street Fighter is the big theme right now, and that's kind of what we're talking about. We can hit us up on Street Fighter as well. My Street Fighter ID is Shadow Ninja because I wasn't able to get Ninja Deuce, so it's Shadow Ninja, all one word. Till, can you spell your name
Oh no, I
correctly?
fucked up last week. I fucked up last
Please?
week. Fucked up last week. It's TILLONIUSMONK.
There you go. So
Thelonious Monk.
you got Thelonious Monk. Yeah, Thelonious Monk. He's one of the best reuse you can play at a middle to low level right now.
Yeah,
He'll be rising up the ranks very shortly. As soon as he gets out the dojo and just sits there and rank, he'll get all these wins. But he studies the game so much he don't get a chance to beat up on everybody online, internet strangers and whatnot. Corey,
right.
what you got for you? You're running Anbu CB, correct? ANBU
Humble,
CB.
yes. I am the resident secret agent of the chat, the resident ninja. So it was only right that I carried that over to Street Fighter. Anbu, ANBU, capital C, capital B, all one word. Find me, like me. If you want to run matches, invite me to the Battle Lounge. I'd be happy to come take over your world. Whatever's clever. Hey man, I'm just here for a good time and just don't hope I body you because these jokes gonna fly.
Yeah, it is.
For sure.
Yeah, we don't talk. We don't do the taunt. That's why I like. True story. The whole reason why I picked up Rashid is because I could throw out the tornado and I can taunt behind it safely. Like it's
For
nothing you
sure.
can do. I can throw the tornado out and I can just sit there and he does the little degeneration act, suck it. And, he's like, ah. It's the best thing in the world. When I was in Vegas and I was went to the little pre-launch tournament that they had in Vegas right before the launch, Mike Ross and Combo Fiend and they were out there and Mike Ross didn't even know how to hit the taunt button and I did it to him. I threw out the tornado and I taunted. He threw his fight stick. He was like, "How do you do that? Like, what did you just do?" He's like, "Is that just taunt?" And we sat there for like 5 minutes just taunting each other back and forth in a mirror match. It was great. It was great, man. So shout out to Mike Ross if he ever watches the video. But yeah, man. Love you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. WeGotLeagues.com. This is our fight club, and we respect the neutral. Definitely got to
hmm
respect the neutral game. Know when to press buttons, when not to press buttons. I don't know that just yet.
hmm
So, definitely respect the neutral. That's the rule too. Next time we're on, it's going to be the Thursday after next. Who knows? We might have a surprise guest or two. It'll be the Thursday
hmm
after next, same bat time, same bat channel for the old heads. Um, so definitely tune in. Keep up with us on Twitter at We Got Leagues, at Ninja
hmm
Deuce, at The Till Show, at Corey Bliss.
What's up?
Hit us up. We're always available for add comments to the chat in the comments on the video, and we will fish you out if you have a Twitter or post your email, and we'll add you to our fight club possibly and run you through the gauntlet. See if you could, see if you actually can make it in our fight club. I don't know. We got some good players. We got some
For
bad
sure.
players. But we got some really good players, but we're all trying to learn together and get better. So, thanks
hmm
for hanging out with us in the fight club. Everybody have a
For
good one.
sure.